everybody, how you guys doing? Welcome back to another video. This is my match preview for the Manchester City versus Norwich game. Man City will face Norwich City at the Etihad Stadium. This is our first game of the season with a full stadium since February 2020. It is a must-win game for us. We've lost in our last three games, 1-0 in the Champions League final, 1-0 in the Community Shield and 1-0 against Spurs. The big problem we've had so far is scoring. We create a lot of chances, we are just struggling to score at the moment. In fact, the last person to score for us in a major game is Sergio Aguero, and he is at Barcelona right now, so that is a little concerning right now. When we look back at the Spurs defeat last week, we started the game off dominant. We were creating chances with our quick passing and could have been a goal or two up in the first 15 minutes. After that, we just went flat. We were holding on to the ball too long, slow, sloppy passes, and we were crossing balls to no one. A player that I was very disappointed with was Benjamin Mendy, because I backed him for this game. He got ripped apart by Lucas Moura and Heung-min Son. He lost the ball so many times in his own half and was atrocious all game. He could not defend, and he's made that very clear, which was so disappointing to see. For this game, I could see Guardiola making a lot of changes, especially because a lot of the players need some minutes under their belt. Firstly, John Stones and Aymeric Laporte, they had a great Euros for their respective countries and they do need some game time, so I could see Guardiola making a lot of changes. Now, right now, Gabriel Jesus is pretty much our only striker. I think this is a very big game for Gabby, whether he wants to stay at the club or not. He didn't have the best Copa America and wasn't great towards the end of last season, but we need him to perform and score some goals for us. Kevin De Bruyne will not be starting this game as mentioned by Pep Guardiola, but again, when we saw him against Spurs, he instantly changed the game for us. Honestly, if he came on a little early, we could have walked away with a draw or possible win. Now, looking at Norwich City, they suffered a 3-0 defeat against Liverpool in their own stadium. But Billy Gilmour, what a player he is. Cantwell was also great on the right hand side. They honestly should have scored. They had a big chance that they missed. At times, they did push Liverpool back, so it will be interesting to see how they play against us and how they set up, I guess. So let's look at Pep's press conference for this game. We want to be close to the top of the league, but it is the second fixture. Many things will happen this season. Hopefully, we will win the game, but I hope to see the team better in many aspects from Spurs. We know we had an awful start last season. We were around 12th or so during Christmas and we managed to win the league. Now, this season, so many teams around us have strengthened. If we do end up losing more points, will we be able to catch up? That is the big question. Pep also talks about which aspects in play can be improved. The spaces between the lines, not losing simple balls, being aggressive in the final third, defending set pieces. In football, there are 1,000 things and you cannot work on them in 1 week. We need a little time. We can do better. I spoke a little about this during the overview. Defending set pieces is not a problem for us. I feel like we are poor at set pieces. We take so many corners and barely score from them. So that is a little problem. But like Pep said, it will take time. Many of our players haven't played since the Euros, so we will have to see who Pep will pick for this game. Pep also talks about Norwich City. Daniel Farke is exceptional. I enjoy watching them a lot. The year he was in the Premier League, they didn't get results, but they played really good. This is a team that will try to play with movements from Pukki. We'll face a really good team. Norwich City on the counter-attack will be a big threat. Pukki, Cantwell are players we should look out for, and Billy Gilmour in midfield is another player that we should also look out for. So let's look at the team news. Phil Foden is still out for this game, as a lot of you guys know. Gundogan is fit for this game, and we've been told that his shoulder injury isn't major, so he could possibly feature for this game. But Kevin De Bruyne is out with an ankle problem and didn't train with the squad today, so we're not sure whether he will be making it. Most likely not. For Norwich City, Sam Byram is out with a thigh problem, and Onel Hernandez, Jordan, and Plaqueta are out for this game due to coronavirus and the rules on self isolation. So they have quite a few players out for this game as well. So let's look at my predicted lineup for Manchester City. In net is obviously going to be Edison. Now the back line, I think we'll be going with a completely changed back line. I think it'll be Walker instead of Cancelo, Stones instead of Diaz, Laporte instead of Ake, and Zinchenko instead of Mendy. They are four players that need game time, and I could possibly see them starting together against Norwich. Now in midfield, I've gone with Rodri. I think Rodri will be playing in this game alongside Jack Grealish. Now at first, I did think Kevin De Bruyne would be fit to play in this game, so I do have Kevin De Bruyne's graphics on screen, but I think it'll be either Bernardo Silva or Gundogan. And then the front three, Riyad Mahrez is obviously going to be on that right hand side. Raheem Sterling, I think, will carry on the left, and I think Gabriel Jesus will start in this game. Again, like I said before, Gabby needs to prove a lot of us wrong. He needs to score goals for us, whether he's playing on the right or left. I think he'll be playing centrally for this game, but we will have to see how Pep lines up, I guess. So let's look at Norwich City's team for this game. In net for them is going to be Tim Krul, Aarons, Hanley, Gibson, Gilmore, Mello, Rupp, Rashika, Pookie, and Cantwell. I think this will be somewhat of the team. We know how good Billy Gilmore is from Chelsea on loan. He's a fantastic player. Cantwell and Pookie are also going to be threats. Rashika as well. He played decent against Liverpool. So this team, it is a good team, especially with the injuries and players out they have. So that is a decent team, and I think it will be the exact same team as the Liverpool game. So this is Norwich City's predicted lineup. Now let's look at my predictions for this game. Like I said before, this is a must-win game for us. I think we might see a lot of changes at the back, possibly midfield, to make sure everyone gets some important minutes under their belt. I think Manchester City will win this game 2-0. I'm not going to predict a high score because we've not scored in our last three major games. So 2-0 seems sensible for us as of right now. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please do comment down below your predicted lineup. Do comment down below your prediction. And I'll catch you guys in my next video.